right, my lovelies, let's go. The Hobbit is calling us. The Hobbit. But before we start here, I'm getting this from, this is where I'm getting it from. Thank you, Plunder. I disagree with everything you said, but, excuse me. Yeah. Hey, whatever. Thank you for the video. Thank you for getting this information. I disagree with your point of view, like, completely, regarding the roommates. Completely. Just saying, but thank you for providing this, and much love. But I want to, this is a great quote that you left for us. It said, and he said to the human race, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to shun evil is understanding. And then I said to the Lord, I said, well, dear Lord, how could I shun something that I don't understand? You know what happened to me then? I got struck down by a bolt of lightning. Yeah. Stop asking questions, you schmuck. Ain't that right, guy? Ain't that right? Stop asking questions, you schmuck. But then I said, well, dear Lord, we have a covenant together. We have a covenant together. As above, so below. Isn't that the trick of the tale? That's the trick of the tale. As above, so below. And we can't have a covenant that goes one way. No, if we have a covenant with each other, that means I ask of you and you ask of me. Right? I do your will and you must do my will, no? No, Master Nature, that is blasphemy. That is blasphemy. And I say, okay, well then there's no covenant. Is there? Really? How can we have an agreement that only goes one way? And they say, oh, Master Nature. Well, the promise is the promised land, see? The promise is the promised land. So I said, wait a minute. You're telling me that the agreement is this. I must do your will, right? Or I must follow your will, and all I get is a promise of a promised land? I don't know, guys. I'm not sure if that's a bargain or not. But anyway, that's for you to decide. That's for you to decide. That ain't for me to decide. That's for you to decide. See? I understand my nature. Yeah. Well, at least every day I try to understand it a little more and a little more and a little more here. But how can I shun something that I'm not allowed or I should not understand here? Yeah. Anyway, let's carry on. This is Bethany, the Hobbit Funk, 1116. She is in Reno, baby. She is in Reno. Yes, she is. Oh, she's surrounded by her attorney. She's surrounded by everybody else. We got Blaker. One of the worst interviewers, along with Gooch. I don't think Gooch is in this one, but anyway, Blaker's in it. Yep, and these people should not be detectives. Nope. And like I said, I disagree here with everything Plunder is saying about the roommates. Again, people, and I'm not saying this is her. I'm just saying people that denial is very difficult to break through when it comes to these roommates. Dylan showed absolutely no emotion in her interview. And again, people, they have their own interpretations, right? But let's not make excuses. We can't make excuses for these two. And that's what I hear over and over again from certain individuals. Excuses. These are grown adult women. They're old enough to fucking drink every day and act sloppy and drunk every day. Right? Right. These are not little children. And every time I run into people who just embrace the roommates as, of course, they never did anything wrong. How could you be so stupid, Master Nature? Well, they're not angels. So let's stop misinterpreting them as angels. They're not. I mean, look at their social media, for Christ's sake. They're drunk half the time. They're fucking unaware of everything. You know? They think their house is safe when they got 70 people in it that they don't know roaming around. Yeah. These are not the kind of people you want to have as your friends in college. No, you know why? Because they'll get you killed. Or they may do the killing themselves. Yeah. Especially my prime. Especially my prime. We know who that is. So let's stop treating these girls as little girls. They're not little girls. All right? That's where these people get messed up. Yeah. Dylan is drunk most of the time. She drinks like a fish. Have you ever heard a 19-year-old drinking that much in your life? Good grief. I mean, if half of what she says is true about her alcohol use, good grief, she's an alcoholic. And she has what? She has much more than anxiety. Okay? Did you even listen to the interview? She tells you she can't distinguish between what is reality and what's fantasy. And that's called psychosis. Yeah. And and again, the question with Dylan is, and the Idaho State Police, because they're not real detectives, they never asked her, well, geez, Dylan, if you can't distinguish between what is real and what's not real, how do you know you didn't kill your friends? Right? Right. So let's stop treating these adult women as little girls. They're not. They're not. Especially, well, I'm just saying. Well, we'll leave it there. We know this. My God knows this. And so we're not going to be blinded by this. Blinded. We cannot treat these people as little girls. That's what's blinding you here, people in denial. That's what blinds you. And apparently, we don't really listen to what they're saying, because Dylan's entire story for that evening, it makes zero sense. No sense at all. There is not one shred of fucking reasonableness in what she said in her interview. You know why? Because she's the prime. And if you don't want to accept that, that's not my problem. But I'm trying to help you through your denial here. That's one of my goals of this channel, is to help people break through their denial. Denial. Denial is a bitch. It is. It really is. You know what else is a bitch? Synchronicity is a bitch. Yes, it is.
That the stars were right. Carry the lantern light.
The Lord said unto me, he said, Master Nature 2112, do you reject this covenant I give you? I said, well, no. I don't really reject it. I'm just saying, I don't know how it works. You deny my bill of sale. Is that what you telling me, Master Nature 2112? You deny my bill of sale. I said, well, not really. I'm just saying, I don't fully understand the contract. And then the Lord said to me, he said, you don't have to fully understand it. I said, wait a minute. Well, then how do I know what I'm buying? And then he struck me down with another fucking bolt of lightning. Okay, all right, let's go, baby. Yeah, the minute the word Gnosis came out of my mouth, I got struck down by a bolt of lightning. I don't know, Master Nature. I wouldn't be pushing the Smiley Hop's buttons too much. You know what I'm saying? Well, he's called the Smiley Hop for a reason, but well, sometimes it's just rumor. It's just rumor up here in the spirit realm. It's just rumor. But sometimes the Smiley Hop, he doesn't smile, okay? And when he don't smile, now, like I said, it's just a rumor. I'm not saying this is true. I'm not saying it's true. Okay. Oh, God. No, excuse me. Smiley hop. Smiley hop. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Don't. Hey, you know what, God? Forget I even said it. He's a smiley hop. That's all he is. Just a smiley hop. That's all I'm saying. He's smiling. He smiles all the time. He smiles all the time. Okay. He has the most beautiful smile in the world. And well, here's the world. But he has the most beautiful smile. All right. And I'm not saying nothing bad about the smiley hop. I'm not really. And well, let me think about that. Well, no, I'm not really saying anything bad about him. No, but I'm just saying it was a rumor. That's all I heard. I heard it from my drunk friend. Well, you know who she is. She likes to drink burgundy. So I don't know what she's saying is true, really. She may be lying to me. I don't. Well, she does drink a lot, and well, there's that. And but I heard a rumor from her that sometimes the smiley hop, well, he frowns. Sometimes the smiley hop frowns, and but that's just a rumor. That's just a rumor from my drunk friend who likes to drink burgundy a lot. Okay, you know what I mean? Or maybe a Borg. But no, burgundy. I'm sorry, burgundy. All right, guys, and before I start this, all right, I know this intro's a little long, but before we start this, we have to consider Bethany's role in this story. What is her role? Now, Dylan is my prime, right? Of course. So, without Bethany, Dylan doesn't have an alibi, right? Right. So we need Bethany Funke in this story because without her, Dylan doesn't have any alibi. No. Bethany is Dylan's alibi. And I think at some point, I don't know yet. Now, some of you feel Bethany's the mastermind behind this. I disagree with you on that. Dylan's the one driving the action in the story. Dylan is the one driving the action in this story. Without Dylan, there's no lone wolf, which is a complete fabrication, in my opinion. But anyway, Bethany is Dylan's alibi. And maybe some of you say vice versa. But who is the one driving the action in this story? It's Dylan. It's always been Dylan. She is the director of the action in this story. She's a terrible director. Don't get me wrong. She's a horrible director. But she is the director in this story here. Okay? Along with her associates. Don't get me wrong. Not just her. But that is Bethany's role here. So keep that in mind as we listen to The Hobbit. And what I'm looking for here is, with her, here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for any hints of awareness that what happened or what her interpretation of events here is. I'm looking for any signs of awareness from her that Dylan may not appear to be who she thinks she is. That's what I'm looking for here. You know, I'm looking for insight. Insight is what I'm looking for here from The Hobbit. And remember, the defense, Ann Taylor, right, Kohlberger, they felt that Bethany had evidence that would support Brian Kohlberger's innocence, right? Right. So why did they feel that? Why did they think that? Well, let's find out. Let's find out why Ann Taylor and team, why they thought she may have had supporting evidence to say Brian didn't do this crime. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Fucking ads. Let's go. Get the subtitles rolling. Here we go.
Okay. So just so I can say,
there you are.
Reporting who's all here. So myself, Sergeant Blaker with the Moscow Police Department, and then I have
Sergeant Matthew Wynn
with the Nevada.
It's technically now Nevada State Police Investigation Division, commonly affectionately referred to as NGI. So
okay, so we got Blaker. We have Matthew from Nevada State Police here in the interview, affectionately referred to as NGI, or GI up my ass. Yeah, those aren't fun if you ever had one of those. Anyway. No.
Sorry about that. Is here with me with her attorney.
We got her attorney with her. Got her attorney. Who else do we got?
And the transcriber, the time is approximately 11:55.
Okay, let's go.
So,
Hey, is that Nevada time or is that Boise time? Is that Moscow time? Ha! Bethany! Hey, Bigfoot! Goony Goo-Goo! Goony Goo-Goo! Paul Stanley! Goony Goo-Goo!
there's a lot of different types of questions I'm going to be asking today, so I'm not here just to go back through another timeline again. Based off
Well, then what are we doing?
of our investigation,
Then I guess you don't want to understand.
now we have some other things that we kind of want to get some information on,
Like what?
and we're hoping that that's something that you can provide to us.
Me too.
Okay?
Me too.
So I'm actually going to start with those
And my garden.
questions first, and then at the end we'll go back over your timeline a little bit better, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Uh-huh.
So, let's
Can I have my teddy bear? Hey, can I go home for Thanksgiving? Wait a minute, I am home for Thanksgiving. Thanks, guys. So glad for not putting me in jail for failure to report a crime in a timely fashion, which is a felony in Idaho. Felony. Yeah, thanks for not putting me in jail where I should be. Right, because, again, we're not treating these people like suspects. These innocent little girls. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
The first question I have for you.
Oh, boy.
Just trying to get some ideas of the routine of the house.
Okay. Routine of the house.
The front door code.
Yeah, sure.
How many people have that code?
80.
I only know like 3 people that had it, and then all of us roommates.
Okay, so everyone that lived there?
Yes.
Okay. And how many people actually lived in the house?
7.
That actually were like paying rent,
Or sleeping in the house?
like every single day.
Pretty much.
Okay, so me,
Pretty much. I think you've been talking to Dylan too long, Blaker.
Maddie, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan.
Okay.
Okay. What about the other one? What was her name? Jenna McClure? I guess Jenna doesn't live there. Hey, didn't Jenna McClure say she's basically a roommate? Because she stays there a lot? Yeah. Thanks, Jenna, for lying.
What about that other downstairs bedroom?
No.
No one was living in that room? Okay.
Uh-huh. That's a great... Yeah, we should be asking about that other room down there on the first floor. Because that's where they all congregated.
So all of you had the code and then 3 other people?
Yes.
Do you know who those 3 people were?
No.
You know last name?
Nope. Jack Decor.
What was the purpose
Hunter
of her?
Johnson.
She was one of my best friends, so she was always coming over.
Okay. And who else had it? Can you spell her last name?
Cunt. C-U-N-T. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay. And just another friend or?
Yeah, one of my best friends.
Okay. And then who else had it?
And then,
And then who else?
Was she your friend or was she your friend?
they're all of our friends.
All of your friends.
Are y'all belong to the same sorority house?
And then I know
Oh.
actually 3 more people.
Oh, 3 more people. 3 more people. Sorry, guys. So now we're up to 6.
Okay.
6. And then it's going to turn into 80. Yeah. Yeah. Goddamn ads. But I get it. Not my video. Okay, let's redact everything out.
And what was the reason for these 3 having it?
They're all like really good friends of all of ours.
They're super nice and super cool.
Yeah.
Is that pretty much the only people you gave it to?
That, to my knowledge, that's the only people that know it.
Well, we know. Well, your knowledge is limited.
Did you give them each
No.
of these people the codes?
No.
Okay. Any of the members of the house gave these individuals the code? Whether it was
Yes.
you.
Ah,
One of them had to have given him.
Okay.
you think? Gee,
When
what?
was the last time you guys changed it?
Never.
Never.
You've never changed the
Well,
code?
Nope.
I moved in, me and Xana and Kaylee were all new to the house, but Maddie lived there the year before.
Right.
Okay.
And they didn't change it from the year before.
And what was the code?
I believe
666. Very easy to remember.
more of like a pattern when I see it. That's how I remember it.
You can't remember 4 numbers? 666. Very easy, Bethany.
August 3rd-ish?
So at the start of the school year?
Yeah.
And that's when you, Xana or Xana?
Xana.
Ethan, and who was the other one who moved in at that time?
I don't know if Ethan was, I can't remember if Ethan was there at that time.
Did he actually live in the house, or did he have his own place?
He had his own place, but he stayed there every night.
Where did he actually live, do you know?
It was an apartment
Yep.
by this one gas station. I don't really know the street or anything.
Do you remember the gas station?
Yeah, the 76er.
It's owned by the 76?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been on the opposite end of campus.
Mm.
I remember right?
Whatever, dude. Whatever, Blaker. If you know where it is, you know where it is, okay? You know, this is why I hate these people. There's another reason why. First of all, they're not real homicide detectives. That's one, okay? They're asking irrelevant things, like, and they're talking to themselves too when they're asking questions. They're actually talking to themselves, which is infuriating. Who cares where the fuck it is? Look, Blaker, I know you're not a real homicide detective, but listen, if you already know where the gas station is in Moscow, why are you talking out loud to yourself? It doesn't matter if it's on the opposite side of the fucking campus. If you know where it is, you know where it is, right? Fucking, I hate these people, man. They're so goddamn stupid. Again, what do? They give real homicide detectives bad names. That's what they do. Yeah. Sure.
Did he
Whatever.
with anyone? Did he offer his room? Just her.
Okay, so Ethan lived alone. That's good to know. So the question I have is then, well, why didn't Xana stay with him more often at his apartment if he didn't have any roommates? They'd have much more privacy together, you know, much more alone time together without any interference from the wingnuts, you know, from Dylan and Bethany. And, you know, that's my question. Why didn't Xana stay over there more often if he had his own private apartment? I don't know, guys. Just saying. That's what I would do.
You said Maddie was the one that was living in there prior?
Plunder. True Crime Audio.
That's your little girl for you. God.
Was currently in the house that had been in the house the year before?
Yes.
Okay. Did she switch rooms at all?
Mm-mm.
And her room was upstairs at the top of the stairs, right? Right next to the
Yes,
bathroom.
to the right.
Okay.
Yes. You know, just keep in mind what's interesting, guys. They're little things, but Maddie lived there before. That is correct. She was there the year before. That's good to know here. And she didn't change rooms.
And your room,
According to the Hobbit.
I know you lived on the very bottom floor. And it was the one you went to the front door to the left. Okay, so that's what we thought. Okay. What about Murphy's routine, the dog? Who took him out? How often did he go out? What was kind of the normal standard routine for taking him out?
Yeah, good question. That's a good question.
I believe Kaylee mainly took him out. Maddie would sometimes take him out.
Uh-huh.
If Kaylee didn't want to.
Uh-huh.
And she just kind of took him out whenever. Sometimes she would take him out through the back, but sometimes she would take him out through the front door. And then he'd just go
Did they ever use a leash with him, or did they just open the door and let him go?
She never used a leash, but she had like a little collar that would like buzz if he was like running away that she would put on sometimes.
Oh,
Okay.
like a shock collar.
So does she have like an exterior around the property?
No, it was just like a little. It might.
You know, I don't like that. I'm sorry, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all, guys. Look, if you're too fucking so you know what that tells me? Hey, I'm not trying to backhand the victims here, but I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying, you don't fucking put a shock collar on a dog. All right? That's not a good way of training dogs, okay? That's punishment. That's punishment. That's not positive reinforcement. And so when we're training dogs, we need to use positive reinforcement most of the time. Most of the time, all right? Just saying, positive reinforcement is going to go much further than punishing the dog, right? He's a puppy. So I don't like that at all, Kaylee. Hey, Kaylee, if that's true, just saying, I don't like that. But whatever. I don't like that concept, guys. I don't like putting a collar on a dog and then punishing the dog if it wanders too far away from the house, and then we're shocking him. I fucking hate that shit. I really do. So, Kaylee, I'm not trying to backhand you. I'm just saying that was not a good choice.
It might have been like a little shock, or something like that.
Yeah, a little shock, yes.
Push button or something.
Yeah, we shock him.
Okay. All right.
Don't like that at all. Fuck you. Hey, I know she's a victim, but fuck you, okay? I like dogs, okay? And I like dogs more than people most of the time. And cats, especially. Just saying, fuck you.
Slider open so he could go in and out.
I don't care if they're dead or not, guys. Fuck you.
Please.
No, because he would run away, usually.
Wait, sorry guys, I missed that. What?
Please.
No.
Let me see.
Would you guys ever leave the rear slider open so he could go in and out as he please?
No, because he would run away, usually.
Yeah, because he's a puppy and he's mischievous. And he will usually run away chasing things in the bushes. Right. Which is, hey, that makes it even right. So it's extremely odd that this type of dog is going to sit in that fucking room for hours and hours and hours and not wander around the house. Especially if the doors are open. Right, Moscow Police Department? Oops. That's because they don't know how to write a story. Oops. And on top of that, the defense, Ann Taylor, she even brings this up in her arguments about the dog. And how the dog was found that morning in the house with all the doors open. And it stayed in the house. Ann Taylor knew that's impossible. That's what she was trying to get at. Yep.
How was he?
And there's only a certain few people that could have put that dog in that room. There's only a certain amount of people that could have done that. And two of those people are Dylan and Bethany.
A skitty
And Hunter Johnson.
dog? Was he friendly? Did he bark at anything that moved?
He was pretty friendly. He didn't bark that often, but he would bark sometimes.
Guys, I got my holy water with me here, guys. I'm just about to sprinkle it on my fucking screen here, guys. Oh my God, guys, I'm already infuriated with this one. I'm already infuriated with the Hobbit. Oh my God. He wouldn't bark that often, but he would bark sometimes. Okay. Huh? Can I reach through the screen and strangle you? Oh my God.
And
Yeah.
I don't know, he was a good dog.
I don't know. Can you stop fucking me asking me about the dog? He's a good dog.
But he was a puppy, so
Yeah, he was a puppy. So,
like not completely trained.
right.
So he's not.
So we shocked the fuck out of him, I guess. Kaylee, I don't like that, Kaylee. I don't like that. Now I'm getting a little different picture of you. Yes, I am, Miss Kaylee. Getting a little different picture of you, just saying. I don't like shocking dogs, especially when they're puppies. When they're trying to figure out their boundaries. And you're the one that's supposed to train them on that. And we don't train them by shocking them. Okay? We'll leave that to Ace Frehley, maybe, all right? But not when we're training dogs. 10,000 fucking volts up your ass is what that should have been. Not for Murphy.
Like some dogs where they're scared of their own shadow. And they just bark and run and hide.
Yeah.
Anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Did he always sleep in Kaylee's room?
Yes. Yep.
Never wandered off down to one of your guys' rooms and Kaylee was
She always shut the door.
She always shut the
But not this time. Not this time. All the doors were open.
door.
Or kept him in there when she wasn't there.
Okay.
Right.
This game.
Oh, dear.
So you've heard of, it sounds like a fairly routine Uber driver.
Yeah.
That used to drive either all of you from the house or mostly just Maddie and Kaylee. Can you explain who this guy is, how this relationship started, and everything like that?
I know Kaylee, I think, knew him from some of the others. Would always take his Uber, and they had his number, and he always, like, helped them and got them whenever they needed it. And so then most of the school would take his Uber, right?
Most of the school?
Yeah.
So a lot of people knew
A lot of people, yeah.
and have used him?
Most of the school would take his Uber. Most of the school? Bethany Funk. Most of the school? Do you know how big the University of Idaho is? It's not a small school. Okay? Hobbit. You gotta be careful in what you're saying here, Hobbit. You have no idea if most of the school took his Uber. Do you know most of the school? No. No. Oh my God. Guys, hang on. I want to look up something real quick, guys. Hang on. All right. So, fall of 2022, the U of I had approximately 8,809 undergraduate students enrolled and a total population, including graduates, of including them, 11,507. Now, I don't know how many of these 8,809 or the total would be doing it from their home and not even on campus at all here. But this is how many undergraduate students were enrolled in the fall of 2022. 8,809. Bethany, how do you know that most of the 8,809 students, they took this guy's fucking Uber? You gotta be careful with your answers because you do not know that many people. Okay? No. No way. There's no way you know close to that many fucking people. Maybe, I'm thinking maybe 200 at most, maybe. But nowhere near that number. Oh my God. Anyway, let's carry on. Most of the school.
Okay.
Ha!
How would they
He's
know?
like, are you sure? Because University of Idaho has they have like 10,000 people there. So be careful when I'm like, if you're a real homicide detective, you're going to say, Look, I know you're 19. Okay, whatever. But when I'm asking you a question, I need you to really think about your answer. Okay? Don't just fucking throw out a stream thing because you think that's close to what reality is when it's not. It's not even close to reality.
Who am I contacting?
Either just do the...
Again, this is not poverty of language. This is called poverty of thought. Difference here. Remember we talked about poverty of language. This is poverty of thinking, right? That's what this is. Whenever we're taking shortcuts like this with our answers, with her and people like her who their world experience is limited to a fly trapped under a fucking glass, okay? That's called poverty of thought. That's what it's called.
The Uber app.
Yes,
or,
indeed.
through the phone.
Yeah.
So,
Well, What's wrong with
Your
you?
phone number? Okay.
Goony Goo-Goo. Goony Goo-Goo.
Have you ever used him before?
Yes.
Of course.
What's he like?
He's a really nice guy.
He's super nice and super cute. He's got a cute button nose and a cute bunny eyes.
Do you know his name?
Yeah, Eric. Eric Gower.
Has he ever acted strange or odd with you guys?
Yeah.
Ever
Yes.
said anything or done anything inappropriate that you ever
I wish I could sleep with you two.
heard?
But I got a fucking pregnant wife at home that makes me sick. That's why I'm out running around all hours of the night giving rides to hot college girls. Right, Eric? Wink, wink. Wink, wink. You fucking disgusting thing, you. They're all disgusting in Moscow, Idaho, baby. They're all disgusting little creatures. Yes, they are. Goony Goo-Goo. Okay? Yeah, that's Eric Gower. Yeah, he had it, right. His wife was pregnant. She just gave birth to a baby, right? And he really didn't want to be there, okay? Instead, he wanted to be around the hot college girls, giving them personal rides. Personal rides. That's what Eric was doing. He would give these hot college girls personal rides on his own free time. Not tied to Uber. Nope. He was off the clock when he was doing this shit most of the time. Off the clock. Because you know why? He got off on it. He got off on it. He hated being at home. He didn't want to be at home with his wife, his little kid, his pregnant wife, whatever. He didn't want to fucking be there. He even says that. Essentially, he even says that in his document, in an interview with him in the documents. He even says, he alludes to that. He'd rather be elsewhere. And he was. And that elsewhere included being around these hot girls all the time. And he got off on that. And here's another fact, all right? Here's another fact. Not all the girls felt comfortable with him. No. In fact, when Maddie and Kaylee went to the corner club that night, they went with that other friend of theirs, right? And that other friend said, he made me feel uncomfortable. So not everybody felt comfortable with good old Eric Gower. No. No. She got creeped out by him. She got creepy vibes from him. And you know what? She was right. He was a creeper. He's what we call a voyeuristic creeper. He's a voyeuristic kind of creeper. See, he liked watching the girls. He liked picking them up in their hot outfits. And he liked the fact that he could pick them up when they're all drunk. You know? And flirtatious. See? And wearing their skimpy outfits on Thursday and Friday and Saturday nights. Eric got off on that shit. Because he hated his life. He hated his home life. He didn't want to be with his wife. God, gross. Gag me with a fucking spoon. But that's Eric Gower, in my humble opinion. Yeah, he's what we call a voyeuristic creeper. He likes seeing the girls dressed all skimpily. And you know what he especially liked? When he could pick them up after the bars closed, when they're all drunk and sloppy. And he liked that attention that he got from that. Because you know how drunk college girls are when they're in an Uber and they're coming home from the bars. Well, some of them can get really flirtatious. Not because they like the guy, but because they're drunk. But Eric liked that attention. Yes, he did. He got off on it. And I'm going to go say he really got off on it, my babies. Oh, yes, he did. Hey, don't look under the seats. Don't look under those seats, baby. Oh, no. Because they're going to be probably pretty disgusting. Yeah. Hey, you wanted the best, you got the best.
Have you ever heard?
Yeah. That's Eric Gower, in my opinion. What do you got?
Did he say anything odd after he gave him a ride home or something?
You're lying. You are lying. You are lying. You are lying. I don't believe that at all. Because I'm going to tell you, again, not everybody felt comfortable with this creep. Remember, even on that very night, Kaylee and Maddie's other friend that they went to the corner club with, she says, he gave me bad vibes. He creeped me out. You know, I didn't like I didn't like the questions he was asking us. That's what she says in the documents. Yeah, because she's right. He's a creeper. He comes off as really nice and friendly and polite. That's his outward appearance. But really, though, he's a creeper. And she knew, and she picked up on that. And she knew that. Good for you, Kaylee's friend. You're the only one that I think had any common sense in that situation. Yeah, he is a creeper. He's a voyeur. He's a voyeuristic creepy guy. And he likes the attention from the young hot college girls. Eric. Whoa. Yeah, you're a fucking creepo too. Like everybody in Moscow, it appears. Creepo.
Everyone pretty much loved him. They all.
That's bullshit. Here, don't give me this pretty much bullshit. I want to wring your fucking neck.
Okay, so he's well enough liked, and did they trust him?
Mm-hmm.
Is that mainly why they used him so much?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know anything?
You know, they also used him because he would be okay with them not paying him. That's another reason why they liked him. They didn't have to fucking pay him. Gee, do you think maybe that's why they used him so much? Yes, that's why. Not because he was a handsome looking guy. No, or he was like something charming about. No, he would give them free rides. Free. And you know what? When you're a college girl, free is good, especially when it comes to taking Ubers around. Yes, indeed. I told you, Master Nature, he don't fuck around here in his analysis of stuff. Oh, no. You wanted the best, you got the best, baby. Welcome.
Anything more about him, like his personal life or anything?
I know his wife just had a baby.
Uh-huh. And he hated it. And he tried to avoid that as much as possible by staying out all hours of the night, giving rides to hot college girls. Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah,
So
that's what he did.
Play it off that he was single or anything like that with you guys? Okay.
No, that would be too obvious. That would be way obvious. Too obvious. Too obvious.
What kind of car is it?
A white Hyundai Elantra.
It's a smaller car.
Do you remember what color?
White.
Like a gray or black, maybe?
You don't know the color?
No, I don't remember.
No worries.
Hey, Bethany, did you ever get rides from him? Well, now that I think about it, no. Fuck you. Oh my God. Do you know what color car it was? Let me think about it. It could have been gray, it could have been black, it could have been green, it could have been red. But I got rides from him. Okay, bye-bye, son of a bitch, shit. No, okay, guys, we're going to leave it right there. That's part one. That's part one of Hobbit, our Hobbit. Bethany Funk, our Hobbit. Yeah, part one of that 11/16 interview in Reno, baby. Let's go to the casino afterwards and win some money. All right, I love you, baby. Hey, that's part one. I hope you like that. Part two coming a little bit later on today, my loves. A little bit later. Hey, we got to take this in chunks. All right. Why? Because I will throw my computer out the window after I sprinkle with holy water. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it outside my house and I'm going to set it on. No. I'm not going to set it on fire. That's not what we do. We dig a pit and we put the computer in the pit. We cover it over and then we sprinkle a healthy heaping of salt on it so the fucking thing can't rise from the dead. Bye-bye.
What's wrong, buddy? I fell down the steps. Oh, buddy fell down the steps. What's wrong with your wife? Why can't she walk the flat steps? No way you met your wife. You told me you met your wife 15 years ago on a motherfucking camping trip and that your wife was Puerto Rican? Your wife ain't no motherfucking Puerto Rican. Fish out his mouth and looked at his brother and said, Goony Goo-Goo.
Hey, Dylan. Goony Goo-Goo.